In this tutorial, we'll be going over how to make a Presale Hype Countdown bar for the Maximize Revenue from Sales and Promotions campaign. So when you first log into your account, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to go ahead and click into the site. And from there, we want to add this to the top bar placement. So we have one already created here, so I'm going to click into that. And then I'm also going to click the settings just to make sure everything looks how we want it to. So we have here that it is a bar. We want it to display at the top of the screen. You can also have it display at the bottom if that makes more sense for your website. We do want to select pushes page down. That way the top bar will sit on top of any other content you have on the site. We also want it to stay at the top of the page, so if a user is scrolling down, then the bar doesn't show anymore. Same with the mobile. We want it to display immediately, and we don't want to allow visitors to close the bar. So I'm going to go click next here. And then we also want it to show on certain pages. So we actually, because this is going to be like a pre-sale type thing, we actually want it to show on all pages except the cart page. So I'm going to select doesn't contain cart. And then the frequency, we want it set to every visit. Then I'm going to click next, and we're going to choose our goal. So for this example, I'm going to choose sale. I'm going to update that there. And then here's where we want to choose what template we want to use. So I'm going to come up here to add template. And the one we want to use is the minimized countdown bar. So I'm just going to scroll down until I find it. It's right here. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up. And this is what the default is going to look like. I'm going to come over and add some content. We're going to make this one pretty simple. We're just going to say summer sale starting soon. And then I also want it to count down to a date. So let's say that the sale is starting on Friday, for example, so I'm going to click Friday it's going to be at 12 a.m. or like midnight, I guess, that morning. So let's select that. Perfect. And then I also want, this is, I want it to be in Mountain Standard Time, so that is -6 hours from the standard, so I'm going to click that there. And then that is perfect how I want it. And then in your destination URL, this is when users click on the bar to link them to something, so you can link this either to your collection page or wherever the sale might be starting soon, so people can pre-look at the products, whatever you want there, but you would just put that destination URL in there. Then we're going to come over to the design settings. So in our general settings, this is where we change the background color. For this example, I actually want it to be a black background, so I'm going to go ahead and select that. And then I don't want to change anything else on the general. For the headline, we like to use pop-in, so I'm going to keep it there. I'm actually going to make the font size just a little bit bigger because it's such a short line or wording that we're using here. And then I'm going to go into my countdown and edit the settings. So I want the countdown to be pop-ins also. And then same with the labels. I'm going to try Railway instead. This is another font we like to use. Okay, perfect. So I like how that looks. This countdown is just a little bit bigger than I like, so I'm going to come find the font size here, make it smaller. And then I also want to update the size of the label. I usually just do it the smallest size it'll go, which is 12 pixels, so we'll leave it like that. You can also remove the labels, but because there's so many options here, I'm going to leave them in here for now. And then everything else looks pretty good there. Just making sure there's not anything else I want to change. So then I'm also going to come in here to the mobile settings. There is this image here. It's actually that X close option that we had at the beginning. I'm going to come into my hide settings, and I actually want to hide the close image. So you see there, it just shifted everything over. So that way we have more space for our wording and stuff. So if I go into my countdown settings again, I want to make the mobile size a lot smaller. And then I also want to adjust the headline on mobile, see if we can make it bigger. So I like it better on one line, so we'll just make it a little bit smaller there, just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and hit next. We don't want to set any targeting for this one, just because I want it to show to everyone. And from there, you'll just create template, and you should be good to go.